Of Gator Nation. I am with Jerome Baker today, a recent commit of the Florida Gators. And Jerome, how are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing real well. So let's just start with your commitment. So what made you commit to Will Muschamp and the Florida Gators?
Pretty much the whole package. Me being a defensive-minded player, I know Coach Muschamp has a great defense, and that's pretty much what he's known for. And it's the SEC. That was another reason. It's the top tier football in the country, and I really want to challenge myself week in and week out. So that was another reason. The really big reason, as I was down in Florida, I felt like a Gator as soon as I got on campus. With the players, the fans, just the whole atmosphere. It was like I knew this is because I want to play college football. So it was just a great feel, and also it was just a place where I knew that I would love to be there for 4 years and just be a Gator.
Well, Jerome, you are part of a big-time recruiting class for Will Muschamp. A lot of big-time gets recently, such as Adonis Thomas and George Brown. How much recruiting among your fellow recruits have you done for the Florida Gators? How much have you tried to persuade other guys to try to commit to Florida?
A lot. That's really all I can say. It's a lot. Me and George and Tyler, we all recruit pretty much stop in a group message with all the recruits and commits. And we just really want to have a great class and really get back to what Florida used to be with the national championships and just winning games and having fun while doing it. And these guys they're just already great teammates, and we're not even playing together yet. And we all just want to see each other do well, and all our ultimate goals are the NFL, and we all going to push each other to do that, and we just hope that other recruits can join us to be a part of the rest.
What was the recruiting process like for you? What was it about Will Muschamp that made you want to play for him?
First, the recruiting process was fun. Going into it, I always made sure I had fun, and I knew it was going to be serious, but I made sure I had fun. And Coach Muschamp, it was just something about him. I knew that he's a character. He's a guy that's going to get animated and really get on in. That's what I really need. I just want to push me, and that's really defensive-minded. And that's what he was, and I'm just happy to be playing for him. Going to be playing for him next year and be part of a great defense. And know that a coach, he's going to know how to coach a great defense. So I'm ready to get in and work and get back to that winning ways of Florida.
Well, we'll get to those Florida Gators in just a moment, but talk about your in-home visit with Will Muschamp.
Actually, I didn't have that.
You didn't have it?
You know, how it was a little ways. But actually, it was kind of the opposite. I went down to Florida. It was Easter weekend. And as you can imagine, it's pretty dull and pretty boring and with his time with his family. But Coach Muschamp, he treated me like a player. He knew that I came on the opposite time, but he made sure he got to talk to me and stress that some of the players are going to his house for Easter, and those players that couldn't get back all the way home, that live a little ways off, which in my case is going to happen. So he was saying that the players are going to his house, and that really got me when he said that. That the players come to his house and they'll have a family dinner that they're going to miss, or they're missing out on, but he was saying that his family just had it, and that was one thing when I was down there. It was Easter, and it's pretty hard to really talk to him and get in contact with him on the day that him and his family, and he made sure that even though I'm away from home, that this is my new home, and it made me really feel welcome. And after that, I really knew that he's going to care for me and make sure I'm all right and put the new levels and be a great player and a great person.
Well, before we get to the Florida Gators, one more question about your recruitment. Now, you're from the great state of Ohio, and so is George Brown, and those are two big-time gets for Florida. You think maybe you guys are going to set a precedent for future guys from Ohio to maybe come down to Gainesville?
Yes, of course. It's always that Ohio is too slow or not big enough or whatever. We see something in Florida that we would like other guys from Ohio to be a part of. And we're just the starters, I guess. We're going to start him, and hopefully other guys can follow and just be a part of something great and pretty much build your own tradition and your own story. So hopefully other guys from Ohio really join and just understand and be a part of something that's going to be great in a few years or next year.
Well, now on to the team that you're about to play for in a year from now, the Florida Gators. Obviously not the best season last year. They went 4-8, including losses at home to Georgia Southern and Vanderbilt. Not the best season I've ever seen from those Gators. A lot of people calling for the firing of Will Muschamp. What have you seen in Muschamp that makes you believe he is the right man to lead this program?
Confidence. He has confidence in his players. He has confidence in his coaching staff. He has confidence in himself. He knew that this was a hard business, college football. You can be fired pretty much any day. But he had confidence that he knows what it takes to win. He knows what Florida has to do to win. And that was a big part. He made sure that, yes, we lost all these games and all of this, but we had injuries, we had struggles on offense. He showed why they lost. We've been a football player and we understand football. I can see why. I can see why they lost those games. The offense really struggled. The defense was still pretty solid even though they lost a good amount of games. But he just put confidence in me and just telling me that even if Florida if he do leave, that it's still going to be a great program. But he made sure that this season they're back to they're healthy better and as a team, and they're coming back a little bit more hungry. And I'm pretty confident that this year it's going to surprise a lot of people. But it's going to really shock the whole nation.
Well, let's talk about this season. You just said Florida, you think they're going to shock a lot of people this season. Tell me what specifically you see in this program that wasn't there a year ago that makes you think that they can shock the nation.
It's just that they're back to being healthy. That's the one thing about college football, and especially SEC. If you're not healthy, you're not going to win. It's something like that. So the new offensive coordinator had a little bit more ways to run the offense and get better at it. So I think the offense is going to get back to clicking and get it rolling, and the defense is going to be there. Coach Muschamp, I know he's going to be there, and Coach Durkin, they're going to do a great job on defense. So I'm just excited just to see what they're going to be doing, and I really do think that Florida is going to really be a shock to the nation.
Well, Jerome, the defense this year should be fantastic, but the offense was what caused their problems last year, and you just touched on it. They have a new offensive coordinator. The key to me is Jeff Driscoll, and I know you're not there yet, but I think a lot of people feel that he is not the best quarterback in college football, to just put it bluntly, but he is 12-4 as a starter. He has won some big games. How much confidence do you have in Driscoll leading this offense?
I have confidence in him. I don't even know the guy. If you go 12-4, that means you win games. When it comes down to it, you can be the worst quarterback. But if you win games, you win games. That's all that matters. So I have confidence in him. I'm not saying I have confidence in him because there's those people that are saying that they don't believe in him or he's not the best quarterback. If he wasn't the best quarterback or he wasn't this or that, he wouldn't be the starting quarterback for Florida. So I wish him the best, and I know he's going to work hard and do what he has to do to get better. So if he he win games. That's all we really need. So I wish him the best. And hopefully.
How much are you looking forward to competing for a starting job?
That's all I really want to do, compete. I don't want to be giving me a starting position or anything like that. As you were saying, those young guys last year that got that playing time, got that experience, they're gonna challenge those guys that was injured or hurt or anything like that. They're gonna challenge them. I'm pretty sure of it. If you're a competitor, you're gonna challenge. You're gonna want to have that starting position. And when that happens, it takes both the starters and the young people, the young players. So it is going to be big. It's going to be very interesting. I know they're working hard on that, so it is going to be fun. And that year of struggling and getting that experience, the young guys, it ultimately is going to help. It's going to help the whole team. So it's going to be interesting to watch. And that talent is really they got stronger, they got bigger, they got smarter. So it's going to be interesting and it's going to be pretty fun to watch.
Well, Jerome, you are going to have one more year of high school before you get to the University of Florida, and you are one of the most highly touted recruits in the country, but I'm sure even you have something that you'd like to improve. What would you want to work on? What would you like to work on in your final year of high school football before you get to the University of Florida?
My agility, my speed, my footwork. I know I'm going down to Florida, and they're going to be guys that's just as fast or faster. And so that's what I really want to make sure when I go down there, that's up to par. So that's one thing I'm really working on. And I'm working to make the whole team better. I know I'm this big recruiter, whatever that is, but I'm still Jerome Baker. I want to make sure the guys on my team is getting better. When they go in their college journeys and play college ball, that they know that I was there. I made sure they got better. And it's not about me. I want to make everyone better. When it comes down to Wall Brothers, and it's just a game of football. And I just also want to say championship, but on the Florida win a national championship with North Youth. Go to the school and have a great career. And I know I'm not going to be able to do that by myself. So I want to make sure the guys around me is getting better, and they're going to help me get better, and ultimately we all win. So that's what I'm working on, is hopefully that everyone around me gets better. So that's what I'm really working on.
Well, I gotta say, Jerome, that sounds like just the kind of confidence we need to hear after such a disappointing season last season. And before I let you go, what are your thoughts of this upcoming season for the Florida Gators? How good do you think they can be? You said they can shock people. What does that mean? How good can this team be?
They can be as good as they want to be. They have that people doubting them. They have people that say that their coach is going to get fired. All this talk. And if you play football, you know that fuels you. That wants you to get better. That challenges you to, maybe I need to do more. Maybe I need to do more reps harder. And that's going to fuel them. And when it comes down to it, it's all about who wants it more. And I think Florida, it's a lot of doubt getting or that's going towards them, and I think they look for revenge, and they're ready. So it's going to be a good year for Florida. I'm pretty sure. So I'm excited to watch them, be a part of it next year.
Well, we're all excited to watch them, especially after what happened last year. Again, we're very, very anxious to get rid of that awful taste in our mouths from going 4-8 a year ago. Jerome Baker, thank you very much for taking the time to speak to us, and best of luck to you in your workouts this summer and this upcoming season. We're going to be watching you.
Thank you. We appreciate it.